Welcome to the Mobile Chateau. We are parked in the parking lot of the Hot Air Balloon Festival in Albuquerque, New Mexico. To get here, we drove up Interstate 25 that has a speed limit of 75 miles an hour. But we didn't get past 60 driving this beast. Parking lot is full. There are a ton of people here for the Balloon Fiesta and Solar Eclipse. We found our parking spot, and we don't want to leave to get dinner because we don't want to lose our spot, so we're trying Domino's order to the front door of your RV service. We'll see how that goes. Awesome.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good evening.
You too. It worked! Welcome to the unsaintly hour of 3:30 a.m.
Not only is it disgustingly early, but it is cold.
Hi, I'm Skeet.
Hi, I'm Steph, his sister.
Come along with us as we get in line for the 51st annual Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta.
And we have an extra special event, the Solar Eclipse.
Hundreds of thousands of people attend this event every year, and today is probably going to be the busiest day, being that there's a solar eclipse. So naturally, there's tons of vendors where you can spend some time shopping. We've got about an hour and 20 minutes before the first event, so let's go see what these stores have to offer.
Balloon charms.
Trading pins.
Alpacas.
Balloon sweaters.
Balloon ornaments.
Night lights.
Balloon socks.
Coffee mugs.
Balloon squishies.
Balloon kites.
Sunglasses.
Balloon wind chimes.
Balloon hats.
The first event they're doing is a drone light show, and it's pretty dang awesome. This here is called the Dawn Patrol. The wind is constantly changing directions as you go higher and higher in the sky. These 12 balloons are going to go up in the air before the sun comes out, and it's going to allow the 500 plus other balloonists to be able to plan out their flight for when the sun actually comes up. This is a tradition that started in 1978 when two balloonists from California developed a night flying system.
This is the morning glow, a tradition that started in the Christmas of 1979.
The balloonists in Albuquerque on Christmas Eve lit up their balloons as a thank you to the residents. They were symbolic of the ornaments on a Christmas tree. One of the cool things about being here is you get to see the whole entire process that they go through of flying these huge, clumsy, but effortless balloons. Some of the people roll out the balloons with a whole team of people out onto the ground before connecting their fan to it to inflate it. Other people just, instead of folding it out, just immediately turn the fan on and use that to blow out the balloon. We are walking on 78 acres of launch pad for these balloons. That is the equivalent of 54 football fields. That might mean something to you if you like sports. I don't know anything about sports. The 54 is a big number. So is 78 acres. It feels nice walking by those flames. Warms you up a little bit. There are over 500 balloons launching from here today, and the pilots come from over 20 different countries. This is the largest international gathering in the United States and the largest balloon festival in the entire world. It's so much fun to hear everybody cheering when the balloons leave the ground. There's a Day of the Dead one.
Got milk?
It's a teddy bear.
It's a frog and a bird.
The cheers and the excitement of everyone is way fun.
Is that Darth Vader down there?
There's even a Darth Vader.
And a Yoda hot air balloon.
Complete with stormtroopers, Kylo Ren, Darth Vader,
And Chewbacca.
and other Star Wars characters helping with the launch. It's no wonder that this is the most photographed event in the whole world.
A heffalump.
I don't know who that is, but that one's pretty cool too.
Smokey the Bear.
This one's got watercolor paintings of undersea creatures.
When pigs fly.
Unfortunately, the winds are starting to pick up, and these balloons, the ones with a later launch time, are really struggling with this wind. So they're starting to deflate the balloons, lay them down, fold them up, and pack them away.
The pig did not fly today.
Watching them take down Humpty Dumpty was an interesting experience. The balloons take off, they leave, they land somewhere where we're not. So seeing them take it down because of the wind gave us the opportunity to see what it's like after they land, or a similar experience to what it's like after they land. They opened up the vent at the top, let all the hot air out, and then with the ropes started to pull it down so that way it would lay nicely over the tarp. As it was coming down, you got to see in from the top, you got to see the vents and the ropes, and you got to see the whole process of how that balloon functions, how it's able to hold hot air in and release the hot air so it can go up and down. You got to see the size of the vent, you got to see the ropes that hold it all together, and then as it was releasing, you could smell the burnt fuel that the balloon was holding. I guess Humpty Dumpty ain't flying today. The storage process for the balloons is pretty cool. After they deflate the balloons, they fold it up nice and tidy, and then with a team of people, they lift the balloon, tie bands around it to prevent it from becoming disorderly. Meanwhile, someone at the other end is braiding the loose ropes to keep those from getting tangled up. Then they've got these rolling carts that they fold the balloon into and then put that into the truck or van or trailer.
It's 8:28.
And we got about an hour before the eclipse starts, and it's too windy for balloons to launch, so we're going to go eat some burritos. Just finished my burrito. Pretty dang good. It was a red chili sausage burrito from Whataburger. Whataburger is like a New Mexico thing. It's like Whataburger in Texas, or what's that nasty place in California? Oh yeah, In-N-Out. But now we're waiting for the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse is when the moon gets in between the Earth and the sun and it blocks out the sun. We have an annular eclipse this time, which means the moon's kind of far from the Earth, so it's not going to block out the sun completely, but it will fit perfectly within the circumference of the sun. To look at it, we've got these awesome glasses. I bought that same thing for my camera. Right now, the eclipse is at 50%, and this is what it looks like.
There won't be another annular eclipse until 2046.
I'll be alive.
Maybe.
There are so many things that happen at events like this. Way too many to be able to show you or tell you about. So recap on a couple things while we're waiting here for the eclipse. My favorite thing from the drone show this morning was the aliens. That was pretty cool. The New Mexico flag that they had up, that was really cool. I was just there waving.
Wile E. Coyote chasing the Roadrunner from Looney Tunes. I liked that. That
one was really neat. And then we got lucky. The wind this morning was nice and calm, and they were able to launch like 95% of the balloons. We showed you some of them, but some of the ones that we saw that I didn't get to show you would have been the butterfly.
There was a pink elephant.
There was the cows. There was like 3 different cows. There was all these just neat designs. There was the rainbow riders, your kind of just typical multicolored ones. There was this one with all the different designs on it. I don't even know how to describe that one. Over 500 balloons launched today. Way too many to show you pictures of, but they were all really, really neat. It's at 3/4 now. It is almost complete. The temperature's dropped a little bit, and it is noticeably darker out here. They just announced it's too windy for the balloons, so they're gonna do a candlestick glow, which means they're gonna do all the burners on 72 different baskets. Pretty cool. There we have it. We have an annular eclipse of the sun. So neat. This is fantastic. You got 72 balloons blowing the gases. You got people playing Johnny Cash Ring of Fire. Way cool. Way cool. Yeah, this is a top one for me. Definitely top experience for me. This eclipse lasted for 4 minutes. This is one of the coolest things I've ever done. What'd you think of the eclipse?
It was phenomenal.
It was so cool. What was your favorite part?
Of the eclipse?
Yeah.
I liked that they played Johnny Cash Ring of Fire when we saw the Ring of Fire. I also liked that even though they couldn't fly because it was too windy, they lit the torches. Candlelight. I
call it glow stick or candlestick or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
I think my favorite part of the whole thing was when the moon got in front of the sun. I forgot to change the shutter speed on my camera, so the first 2 pictures I took of the half eclipse and 3/4 eclipse did not come out. Oh well.
Mine did though.
Well, Well, that wraps it up for the 51st Annual International Balloon Festival in Albuquerque, as well as the solar eclipse. Thank you for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you on the next trip.
Bye.